Welcome to our company. Our company is J&J Plumbing, since we are Jonathan and Jonathan, or Johnny. And we decided to do a plumbing company. We thought it would be a good way to show some of the strengths of QuickBooks in the invoicing and the services that we would offer and how to show those. We operate out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and we'll show you a few of our transactions here today. So this is the dashboard, which you would a lot of times start off with. There's also a business overview in QuickBooks Online that kind of tells profit, loss, expenses, invoices, things like that. You can go to the new tab to create a lot of items. What we're going to do is use the magnifying glass feature here, which shows recent transactions. And I'm going to click on this view more. Now this gives us a list of a lot of our recent transactions. And I'm going to show you first three customer transactions. So for example, here would be an invoice. So I'm going to look at Stephen Hall. We created an invoice for Stephen Hall. And if I click on that, it will drop down the invoice. We fixed a shower head for him, and we serviced a clogged drain. And so there's the dollar amounts for each one of those items, a total of $253. Okay, so that was an invoice. If we could click on a payment here, here's Sean Red. We click on this, it'll drop down his payment. So he paid us via check. We have no check number for that, but his total payment was $560. And then we could go to deposit. So we did a payment, an invoice, and now let's look at the deposit. So this was deposit made on 3/26. The deposit was it just 235? Yeah, there were multiple items in here, it looks like, but for Samuel, this one was a payment of $235 that we made to our checking account, which I believe means he still has a balance of $41, if I'm not mistaken. So you can see multiple items there on the deposits, but that would be a bank deposit. Okay, I'll turn the time over to Johnny. He's going to go over some vendor transactions.
Yeah, so there's actually one right there, where the cursor's at. To Pipes R Us.
Okay.
It's a bill that we received from them, and that's because we ordered a curved pipe and inventory asset, and you can see there it shows you the dollar amount, the $692, and you can also see that we also ordered a shower head from them as well, and we'll need to pay that. Okay. And then if we go out there, we'll to show you another transaction that we made with one of our suppliers over at Tipsy Toilets. There was a bill payment with a check that we made of $120, and you can see that the due date was on the 11th, and then you can see there you can see which the item that we'd paid for was the 120 on the 15th. I guess it's when we received the bill.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. And then for a third transaction, let's see, there's the perfect credit card. It's a credit card transaction with Super Sinks, and it's very similar to the other ones that we've looked at. The only difference is the credit account that was used as a credit card instead of like a bill, or instead of like a check.
Okay, cool. Close that out.
Mm-hmm. And then if we go to our custom reports, we'll be able to see where we have our balance sheet. The balance sheet is important because it shows our liabilities and our assets that we have, and it gives you an idea of what the value of our company is, at least in theory, of how much our company is worth. That's important so that you can see that, especially if you're selling the company. That's a good thing to have.
Okay.
And then if we go to statement or profit and loss.
Profit and loss. Okay.
Yep, that tells us if we're actually making money or if we're losing money. At the end of the day, how much are we making? What's the bottom line number? And that of course is important because you want to know if you're actually profitable or not as a company.
Another good point about P&L is that we can see a lot of times our gross profit and then our net income. So cost of goods sold, this is actual expenses from our products, and the rest is going to kind of be overhead or operating stuff. So it's good to distinguish between those two because it helps us make decisions on if we need to, trim up management fees or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. And then also we need to take a look at our statement of cash flows. That's important because it's showing if we're able to make payments and if we're able to receive payments. How are we doing as a company? We're receiving and paying. That of course is important to the company as well as to our suppliers and those who we owe money to.
Perfect.
And thank you so much for your time and looking into looking at our presentation.
Awesome. And that's JRJ Plumbing.